Hello, welcome back to the Rose Podcast. We're on episode 13 right now. I'm Alejandro,
And I'm Isaac. Hi.
and I kind of don't know what to talk about right now, so we're gonna just kind of figure this shit out as we go. To be honest, behind the scenes, it's like that literally every time. I'm just like, it's like a scramble. It's like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna talk about? I don't know, man. What'd you do
Yeah.
today, Isaac?
Yeah, I mean that's how we start off every single fucking
Just a simple.
podcast.
Yo, what'd you do? How you doing?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. We just because we don't talk to each other at all in
This is
real
like
life.
our
Yeah.
weekly recap for each other.
Yeah, behind the scenes we don't talk to each other at all.
No. In
No,
fact,
not at
we're
all.
like rivals. You know,
Yeah, we fucking hate each other.
like
But
to the bottom of my guts, I fucking I fucking hate you, Isaac. Oh, that shit's funny. That shit is funny. I don't know, man. I've been keeping busy. I've been keeping busy these last couple of days.
right.
My new little side hustle is doing pretty good. I've
Right.
been doing some good work, bro. Yo, all right. Let me tell you something. So yesterday, I was cleaning my friend's his Mustang, and
Bro.
there was a fuck ton of tree sap on it, and it was like caked and baked onto the hood. And I still need. I'm not even finished with it yet. I had to go back and finish it one of these days. So I got
One
that
of
to
these
do.
days.
But
How do you get that stuff off without fucking up the paint? You just
so I
sort
was
of
using
lick it?
rubbing alcohol. Yeah, I was licking it. Just
Yeah, getting it
and
right
then
up in there.
just give it a good elbow grease. No,
Yeah.
I had
No way.
I had a rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol.
Oh, that doesn't
And-
fuck up the paint.
No. I mean, cause like rubbing alcohol is more of a cleaning agent, and like it evaporates very quickly. So like
Yes.
I didn't put it directly onto the paint. I'm sure if you were to put it directly onto the paint in the direct sun, that would mess it up. But like paints nowadays are really good, and they're really like dense and strong, and like the rubbing alcohol, it won't damage it too much if it were to. And here's the thing. Here's how I know it's not gonna damage the paint, because I was applying it directly onto a microfiber cloth, and I wasn't wearing gloves, so my hands were exposed to it the entire time, and my hands are perfectly fine.
Right.
Like my hands weren't burning, my hands
Well,
weren't getting
No,
damaged.
I mean I know that. It's just like I know like isopropyl fucking alcohol doesn't like deteriorate your fucking skin and start to cause like or like doesn't start causing you fucking like bodily functions to fail or whatever. It's just that I don't know. I just thought it had a different effect on like paint. Like and you didn't clarify whether or not this
Not
is like a
necessarily
fucking
paint,
like
but
2005 and 19 like fucking Mustang,
like 2017.
Okay, yeah.
But no, it's bad for like plastics, but not the paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to be
Huh.
careful about like any plastic that was on the hood. But
Right.
it did a good job on removing the tree sap. But what it was crazy is like my friend, he was out there watching me, and this random dude who I guess he knows, he came by on a skateboard. Apparently this dude has a certain car, a certain special car, and I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not gonna say exactly what type of car it is, but I'll
Why
just
not?
say it's a supercar. It's an exotic car, and I might potentially get to detail it. I was like telling the dude, bro, I'll do that shit for free. Just so I can
Dude,
get close to it.
I honestly I just do it for free and take and post tons of
Tons
fucking
of
pictures.
pictures. That's exactly why I'm willing to do it for free, because the amount of like good press I would get just having. Oh,
You fucking said it.
No! All right, I'm gonna cut that out.
No,
No,
no.
no.
Oh, yeah, we can
Alright,
like bleep it
take
out.
it back,
and
take it
fucking-
back, take it
No,
back,
no,
take it
we
back.
we can bleep it out and like post. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I'll bleep it out. All right.
No one knows.
No one's gonna know.
What's the mystery car? It
Anyway,
can't be a.
shut up.
You
Alright.
thought.
Anyways, the amount of good press my page is gonna get when that car is on it is fucking gonna be sick. And I have my fingers crossed because, I'm not sure yet, but like my friend was talking to the guy because that guy's brother is the one who owns the car, and like, we're talking and
I'm
he
not
was
gonna
like,
let I'm not gonna let this sweaty little Mexican touch my fucking car.
Yeah, my friend's is like, hey, my friend's trying to start up his own detailing business. He's trying to expand. Well, the funny thing is, I wasn't even the one that said I'll do it for free. My friend said, yeah, he'll do it for free though. And like, I thought about it. I'm like, do I really want to do it for free? But I'm like, you know what? It's a supercar. I have to do it for free just for the
Right.
press, And
Right.
I'm sure if anything, I'll do it for free. But I'm most likely the person's gonna tip me. Like, they're gonna give me a tip just for my time. I already
Fat
know.
ass tip.
Fat ass tip too. All right, I'm gonna have to make sure I censor that because I slipped it up. Isaac knows the type of car it's gonna be now.
I do now, cause
But
you're dumbass.
shut the fuck up. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind you knowing, but I got my fingers crossed. Hopefully,
Right.
maybe in
Yeah.
like a week or two.
Be ashamed if someone leaked it. You should just have you should just take a fuck ton of pictures and just fucking rebrand your fucking or like remake your profile picture. Just be like, all right,
Hit
Jimmy,
up Jimmy. Yo,
yeah,
Jimmy.
just like Jimmy,
I'm
I need you to remake this shit right now.
I got him to make me some shirts.
Yeah. Wait, didn't you say that last time?
I think so.
I
Did
don't
I?
remember. I don't know.
Cause I know I had him make me like my little profile picture, and then I asked him. Oh yeah, it was Friday. No, it was a few days ago when I asked him. Yeah, it was on Friday when I asked him. So I'm gonna be getting shirts. So I'm about to look even more professional.
Whoa.
I'm actually like about to go run an appointment right after this. I'm just trying to keep myself busy. Yeah, like I don't know about you, Isaac, but like for me personally, lately I've been having a lot of trouble being able to just like sit at home and like relax. I don't know why. I can't like just take a day off anymore. I feel like I don't know what it is. Like the days when I'm not working, I don't feel good about myself. I feel like I have to be doing more and more. That's why I'm kind of glad I started this like whole little side hustle because like I'm about to start my new job. I'm gonna start training for that tomorrow, and that's gonna be full time, so that's gonna occupy a good amount of my time. And then on my free time, I plan on just doing the detailing because like I don't know, bro, because like at the age I'm at now and like the way I've been like carrying myself these past few years, I'm just like I'm kind of sick of it, of just not doing anything. Like I'm not comfortable in my position, so I should not be acting like I am, Like I can't relax right now. I got too much shit I want to do, and I don't know how much time I have, so I'm just trying to utilize as much as time as I can to just like not even like do anything. Like I don't know, dude. It's been really difficult for me. Like earlier today, bro, I was trying to play Wiz. I couldn't. I'm like I gotta do something. I gotta do something.
I think it's just like right now, since things are like going out like so well, because I mean like what, this situation was completely different like maybe 2 weeks ago, right? Like 2 weeks ago you were actually just like chilling at home and all that, and then like once you started fucking getting more customers and like making more appointments, you've been disappearing and just getting that shit done.
Yeah.
And I think just right now it's just more like a like you're just in like you're just feeling really good about everything that's happening,
Yeah, cause like I remember on Friday, I was I had 3 appointments on Friday. I had one in the morning, and then like I went like when I was done with that, I just went to go get more supplies that I needed because I ran out of like soap, and
Right.
then like I went back to my house to go wash my uncle's truck, and then right after I was done with that, I had to go run another appointment, and like so pretty much from it was I was working the whole day from like 9 o'clock in the morning all the way till like 8. I was just doing my thing, and like the time went by so fast. I didn't even realize it. I was just like in my zone doing my thing, and like the next like that night I did some drinking, and then like this
Uh.
like past few days I didn't have I didn't have many appointments. I had some appointments, but the people they flaked on me because of
Damn.
circumstances. Like I just had to reschedule an appointment today because a person they had to get themselves tested for COVID, and they let me know. They're like, "Do you still want to do this?" I'm like, "Nah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait for that test result to just play it safe. I'm not
Right.
gonna like it can wait. Our health should be a big priority, you know.
Right.
But
And
that's what
do
happens.
do people? How does it work? Like, do people just drop off the car and like, all right, see ya, and then go to like Wendy's or some shit, or like, do you house them, or is
No,
it okay? Do people just
so I don't house them. So, uh, I do both. I give people the option to either drop their car off at my house or I go to them, which is
right.
really good. So I'm very mobile, and like all of my stuff is in my car right now. I was just like organizing it, getting it ready for my next appointment, and
Right.
like so right where we're done recording this, I have to go and do an interior. So
Goddamn.
yeah, so when I'm done with that, I'll probably have to come back and edit this and then get the shit up by the end of the day.
Right.
But that's just what it's like. I'm at the age right now where I have all this time and energy, so I need to utilize it.
That's that's something that like my barber would said to me. But nah, the fucking like I remember like him telling me like, oh yeah, what have you been doing lately? I'm like, I've been doing shit, homie. I've just been at home, and he was like, oh, and then and then like he said something about me. He's like, how old are you? I'm like 21. He's like, yeah, you got time. You got plenty of time. You still you have young and plenty of energy. But I'm just thinking like, when do I like when am I gonna hit that wall? Like I feel like I'm not exactly the healthiest anymore, and I feel like when am I gonna hit the wall when it's like one day I'm like full of energy, and then the next day I'm just like, oh shit, I don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
I think my dad said it was like 40. Like once you hit like as soon as you hit 40, you're just like fuck, can't do much anymore.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm trying to do as much as I can right now.
Yeah.
Cause like I've been looking back and like I really have not been doing shit. Like I've been like at least or it's not that I haven't been doing shit. The amount of shit I've been doing hasn't been enough for me to get to where I would like to be like in the future. And
Right.
like I'm starting to realize that shit now, and you know like I don't know. I feel like I'm having like a midlife crisis or whatever in my early 20s, and so that later in life I don't have a midlife crisis.
Hmm.
Cuz like I remember like growing up, I've always struggled like figuring out like what the fuck am I going to fucking do? But like I don't know what the fuck to do about anything. I was
Right.
never like studious, and I didn't really care about school cuz like school at least the way the school education system is right now, it doesn't encourage people to learn. It encourages people to get good grades and to go to prestigious schools so they can go into debt and spend their whole life paying it off, and there's no guarantee for that. And that's something I've been aware of the entire time. I'm because like I hear so many people older than me talking about their student debt, and it's like so I don't understand it because like like student debt, it can't be protected or whatever by bankruptcy, and schools are just getting more and more expensive, and it's like, what are you even getting from it? you're not even guaranteed a job out of college.
Right.
So like I just think it's too much of a risk for me to put myself through that financial debt when instead I could just, for example, do my detailing business, which I don't need a college degree to become a world class detailer. That's something you can only get good at by doing it, not by going to
Right.
school for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can watch so many videos on how to polish a car, but you're not gonna have the technique of someone who's been doing it for 10 years. And like
Yeah.
that's like one of the biggest issues with schools is that it teaches people, but it doesn't give them experience because like education is definitely an important thing, but so is experience. You can have like 4 different degrees, but if you have not worked a single day in your life, you're not gonna get hired. No one's gonna give a shit about your piece of paper or what school you went to if you don't know how to operate a goddamn telephone. That's just a fact, and people are too aware of that. And I don't know, bro. Like the schools, they try to brainwash you to think that like college is the only way, that if you do not go to college you will not be successful. That's a big ass fucking lie. There's so many different ways you can become successful, and secondly, success is defined by the person, not by the society. But like it's so like this is just my view of the world. I'm sure a lot of people disagree with the way I look at it, but that's just how I've always viewed it, and that's why I've never looked at like universities, like prestigious universities and like UC schools as like a good option. Community college, I honestly feel like community college is a way better option than any other school because you can still get your education and you won't put yourself into debt that you'll be paying off for your whole life,
Right.
depending on what you do. So like that's my view on schooling. That's why like right now I'm going to school. I'm going to bro. I just signed up for my classes. I'm majoring in like being a mechanic, but I didn't even take any auto classes. I'm only taking one class right now, and I'm just gonna take a painting class because you know what? That's what I want to try to learn how to do. You know, like who's gonna be the person to tell me how I should go to school? Like I'm a fucking I don't want to work on cars right now. I'm gonna paint. Fuck it.
Yeah. I think like what you were saying earlier about how like okay. My view is sort of different ish. I do understand that like going to college and stuff like that and then like university, it's a lot of fucking money. Like when you think
Mhm.
about it, and like it's so much money that yes, a fuck ton of people go into debt for it. And cuz I mean like and it's also pretty hard to like get into it, but it's like fucking hella doable because I mean we know somebody who actually went to Harvard, right? Or not personally, but we know like a who it was Lester's brother, right? He went to like fucking Harvard to be like fucking study nursing or to be a doctor or some shit. And it's like an incredible story about, his family growing up with like nothing and then he comes up and then gets all these good grades and all this shit and he he goes to fucking Harvard and I think he's done with schooling actually right now. But like I feel like society in a way sort of puts a lot of pressure on you to go to school. Like I think you're right that like a lot of people say like, oh, if you don't go to school, you're gonna succeed. You're not gonna fucking succeed. And you're right. Yeah, it's not. You don't really have to. I mean, there's plenty of ways to like do whatever the fuck you want to do, even without like actually going to school for it. Like, how do you think most businesses fucking started? It was probably they didn't even probably go to school for it. They were just like, oh fuck
Yep.
it, this shit would probably work. They
Mhm.
like a motherfucker built a plane, and he was like, I'm gonna start a business from this, building planes, and then like they fucking do it, and like that's probably like how Lockheed started, how fucking Northrop started. I don't fucking know, but I'm guessing they built
Yeah.
planes. Um, so it's like, yeah, experience is super like important for like everything. Like even like construction or like for roofing to become like a contractor, you have to have at least 4 years of experience before you can no, yeah, you have to be 21 years old and have 4 years of experience. So it's like straight out of high school, you gotta be fucking on that shit. And then as soon as you turn 21, you can just like take a fucking course, and then they'll give you a contracting license, and then bam, you don't have to. I heard being a contractor is fucking amazing. Like you don't
It's
have
good money.
It's hella good money, and you don't have to do shit. You just
Yeah, you're the
take.
one just calling the shots. You're
Yeah,
like the coordinator, right?
people are like using your license or whatever to work on houses. Like it's that's how it usually goes. And I'm planning on maybe doing that as like a potential career type thing, because I've been doing roofing for like I think solid.
Forever.
Well, yeah,
Dude, for a
I
while
have.
now.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a fucking while, but I'll be honest, lots of the times, like for maybe like 3 years, it was like super like rare that I would go and like do shit. Like I can do like just simple stuff like applying paper, putting the shingles on, cutting it, measuring, and all that shit like that. And I can even put the wood on too. But when it comes to like more technical stuff, it's still like fucking confusing to me on like how to keep not only that, but like also having to keep track of school and stuff like shit like that. It's hard to keep track of it a lot of the times. But yeah, it's definitely like a career path that I might go into, because it's something that is sort of fun to do. And like I sort of got off topic on what I was trying to talk about, but like earlier I was saying like society pressures kids to do like school and stuff like that, but it also pressures kids to do it like right fucking now. Like if you don't do it right fucking now, if you don't do anything with your life in like the next fucking like two, I don't even think it's like it's not like someone screaming at me saying like, "Oh, you have to do it right fucking now," or is there just gonna be a fucking failure for the rest of your life. I think it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's a societal thing where if like you don't do anything for like 2 years, you're a fucking fuck up, right? I've been going to school for like like as soon as I came out of high school, even like during high school, I went to like I took college classes, and I still haven't even gotten that far. And honestly, thinking about it and all that, I felt like shit. I felt like fucking shit, because it's like I'm taking way too long. Like I need to get this shit done right fucking now. But honestly, you don't have to fucking rush it. Like I'm starting to realize that it's like, what, you're like I see posts and like people are like, "You're fucking 21, chill out. Like your life hasn't even fucking started." I'm like, I feel like it has though, and it's like a lot. I don't know. You don't have to rush it. You know, you just take your fucking time. You know, you're still like, even at 18, you're still very young, and if you have no idea what you want to do, sort of like me or like sort of like Alex, dude,
That's okay.
yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay. Take your fucking time.
I'm sure 90% of people have no clue what the fuck they want to do when they get out of high school.
Yeah, and 99% of people have no idea what the fuck they're doing, you know?
Yeah. That's I honestly don't think anyone knows what the fuck they're doing, man.
Nah, it really seems like that as you like get older, and like start talking to more people. It's like you can like relate to them more. It's like, huh, I'm not the only one who's like fucking up, or like I'm not the only one who's like taking too long. It seems like a lot of people do that, and just because a lot of people do that, you know, it's like yeah. But especially like if you want to find out what you really want to do in life, or if you're just like testing the waters, sort of like how I am, and like going through like different fields and see what I like, see what I don't like, see what I potentially can do in the future. Like you just take your time. I mean, like, I'm not saying like, you know, try something new every other like, you know, year or whatever. You know, just go through your days and try just to see what's up, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, like I think another thing that makes it more difficult, especially for people at like our age, is all the shit on social media and how it's so easy for you to compare yourself to other people who are in different positions than
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are.
yeah.
And like
Yeah.
one thing I try to tell myself is that people only put out what they want other people to see. They're not there's I'm sure there's so much shit behind the scenes that you're not even aware of. And someone may seem like they're doing good, but the moment they shut off that camera and they look at themselves in the mirror, they're just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is
Yeah.
going on?" It's so easy to fake it too online. So like, I'm like that's one thing I'm really starting to like try to do is to just try to quit comparing myself and competing with other people and just only compete with myself because that's the only person that I should care about, like how they're doing. Like how am I doing? Am I winning? That's what I should. That's what I should care about because if I'm over here like thinking, am I winning? If I'm questioning it myself and I'm looking at other people, that's just gonna make me feel bad about myself and my position.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's like I'm sure like another thing I'm telling myself is that I'm pretty sure there's other people looking at me the exact same way that they look at me. They're like, damn, he's doing good, and what the fuck am I doing? So like,
Yeah, that's wow, that's a really good like fucking example or like good way of like seeing things.
yeah, like it's so fucking easy for you to compare yourself with other people and like never compete with other people. Compete against yourself. I'm guilty of that too, comparing myself to other people. But you know, as I get to know other people, I kind of like I get it. Like there's some things like one so like an example I want to say is that like I'll see people who are like a few years younger than me driving nicer cars, okay?
Mhm.
But like I would look at their car and be like, "Damn, that they have a nice car and they're younger than me." And it's like, "Damn, like what am I driving?" But then I think about it. I'm like, they're most likely paying
Yeah.
that car off.
Oh, I was about to say
My car is
daddy's
paid
money.
off, and like a lot of people who I've talked to, I figure out where they get that money from, and it's not money that they worked a job for. Definitely not. It's more like drug money, like that. Especially like 19-year-olds, like people who are in their like early 20s or like their late teens who drive nice cars. Either um was either bought to them from their parents or they did some shady ass shit to get it. Very few of them actually worked, saved up for it, and paid it off in full, or they found ways to get it paid off. Like like you, Isaac, you found your way.
Oh yeah, just finesse the government. Not even finesse, just they just gave me money.
No,
They just gave me money to go to school, and I was like,
but you
I'm
need a
gonna put this in
vehicle
a
to go to
car.
school.
I had it. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, not like I.
Like you didn't do anything wrong. Like the purpose of the money that they give you, it was for any expense you would have to pay for schooling.
Yeah,
You know, so a car is very important to have. You need transportation to school, and you decided to accumulate a little extra funds to invest in a nicer car. But yeah, like now whenever I look at other people's cars, I don't even look at like their car. I'm like, oh, I wonder how much they're paying it. How much they're paying for it.
hmm.
A lot of people aren't even driving their own cars. A lot of people are driving cars that are owned by the bank. That's a fact, bro. The car I have, I own it. So, like that's what I tell myself to make myself feel better. And I also tell myself, you know what? I'll have my own car in the future that I'm going to pay fully in cash when I get it. So, I'm just trying to figure out ways on like what I'm intaking mentally and like, okay, is this serving me any good? Like I don't even like being on Instagram anymore. I hate it. I hardly ever. I only use it to look at, like, to just talk to people. I don't even like look at what they're doing. I just do it to communicate. And then on my detailing page, I only use it for that. I only use it to get my before and after pictures to show off my work. And with the podcast page, I only use it to let people who are following us know that new episodes are out. Like I'm only putting stuff out instead of taking shit in. And I feel like if my output is higher than my input, then I'll feel a lot better about myself. So that's why I'm trying to minimize my input as much as possible and just minimize my time spent on Instagram, because like I was saying earlier, like I I'm at the point now in my life where I'm not complacent with my position. I want to be in a better position, and I'm not going to get in a better position sitting on my couch looking at this person on Instagram. I have to, if I want to get out of this fucking place, I have to go out there and make some moves and start grinding and hustling. That's what I got to do. That's my mindset right now. And, it's definitely doing good, but obviously I have my off days, but that's just part of being human.
Yeah.
And part of the struggle of being alive.
Yeah.
I know. I remember you posted something. It was like a while ago, probably over a year ago. I remember Kyle. He commented something that was like super fucking true, and I still think about it today. He's like, I don't think anyone in their 20s. He's like, I don't think most people in their 20s have gotten a clue as to what they're doing with themselves.
Yeah.
So like, that's something I try to think about a lot, because it's true. I'm sure 90% of people our age don't know what to do. But you just gotta keep going. Gotta keep her going.
Yeah, don't take it one day at a time. Take it one step at a time, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Just take it however you fucking want it.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I've wanted something. I've been thinking about it lately. I think I'm gonna try to go to therapy, because, I feel like that will just help me, like reset. Because I tend, like, I don't know. I've always been like a bit of a like self-conscious person, and like, I'm at the point where it's like I'm getting tired of the way I treat myself, or the way that I think about myself. And I feel like for the last few months, I've been doing so much work on Alejandro, and sometimes I feel like it's just not enough. So I kind of want to get like a professional's help, like, because that's just what I feel like I'll need, and I feel like it will just. I honestly think it will help me put myself ahead of a lot of other people my age, because a lot of people don't even consider that shit till they're like in their 40s and shit.
Yeah.
And like now I have a perfect opportunity to do it, because I have no responsibilities. I don't have like any kids. And I'm not in a fucking serious relationship. It's all about me right now. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm like, I've been looking into it. I had to fucking get my like insurance and shit like that situated today. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Also, like, I'm even trying to go trying to go to the doctor just to get a checkup. I want to get myself both physically and like mentally checked in, because like I've never been to the doctor like for a checkup ever in my entire life. And I feel like at 21 years old, if I want to live a healthy long life, I should be serious about my health and not like put that shit to the side until it's fucking right in my face, I should be pure. I want to be proactive, not reactive to it.
right.
So, and like, I don't think there should be any shame into seeking help, because sometimes the best thing you need is an outside perspective, and like, sometimes it's easier to get it from someone you don't even know, because sometimes you'll know like, oh, I'm not gonna see this person ever again, so I can probably tell them a little bit more than someone who's in my life all the time. But
Think so?
I think so. Sometimes, like, there are just some things that maybe are a little, that like, that if you were to tell it to, like, let's say your mom, then your mom will start worrying about you.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I remember I opened up to my mom like a week ago about some struggles, a few things I've been handling, and like, she asks me a lot. Like, she asks me all the time how I'm doing and stuff like that. And, like, I can tell, like, she's worried about me. And, like, I don't want my mom to be worrying about me. Because, like, I'm worrying about myself. And so
Right.
there's enough worry going around.
Yes.
I don't need my mom worrying about me like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I just need her support. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to look into therapy. And hopefully, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I feel like I got a couple screws loose. If I'm being 100% honest. Like right now, I definitely say I'm in a good mood, but like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I get a little bit off the rails, I would say, and not the healthiest of ways. I'm not gonna get into it, but shit can. Sometimes, like, like I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm like, I thought to myself, I'm like, the shit other people say to me is nothing compared to some of the shit that I tell myself every day, and that's not okay. So I'm trying to I'm just trying to get out of that fucking mindset and figure out like where is that coming from. Like
Yeah.
I feel like there's something maybe from my childhood that I've just suppressed, and I won't be able to like realize it. Cause like my friend was telling me about how like he was at work and like he was talking to one of his coworkers, and her coworker was like going to school for that, and like she was like asking him a few questions, and she asked him like something simple. She's like, "Oh, like uh, like what? Like tell me about a dream you had a few days ago." And then he told her about this dream of how like I think he was at like a water park or something, and there was like these kids chasing him, and then he like had to run away from them, and he went down the slide. And just from that, she was able to interpret something about how like, oh, what that tells me is that you grew up too fast and you never had the opportunity to be a kid. So like,
What the fuck?
I don't know, but like that's the thing, bro. Cause I've been having some wild ass dreams, and I feel like those dreams are trying to tell me something. And I'm like, what the fuck are they trying to tell me? I need to figure this shit out. But yeah, like one thing I'm very glad about is that like we live in a time where discussing your own mental state is becoming a lot more accepted,
Mm-hmm.
especially like being a man. Like it's that stereotype that like you're basically are supposed to be just a solid wall. You can't feel anything.
Right.
But it's like we're humans too. It's not. I don't think it's healthy to just repress shit, and then that's why fucking people end up losing their minds because they don't know how to handle shit properly, and they don't seek guidance because they think it's weak. Like the only thing I could say is weak is calling someone else weak because they opened up. That's true weakness. Because it being able to open up about like shit you're dealing with and like communicating it to someone takes a lot of strength, because like when you open up, like you don't know how the other person's gonna interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're taking a gamble, like, okay, I trust you enough to tell you this shit because I know you'll have some valid input for me that that I'm seeking.
Right. Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah,
I'm trying to remove that stigma.
that's always been like a huge stigma against like men. It's like, oh yeah, you're now allowed to fucking have feelings or whatever, or
Like
like,
fucking be a man, like have you
yeah,
been told that before? Like, oh fucking,
yeah, like man the fuck
like
up,
no one, no one cares, man the fuck up. Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
But sometimes it's hard to, and but yeah. But what you were saying earlier, like the willingness to like you being like able to like open up finally after like maybe not being able to open up after like such a long time to like somebody, whether it be a therapist, your friend, just anybody, your mom, uh like it does show that you are growing stronger, because, or like at least growing in some sort of way, because you are showing that you want to uh like you're showing your willingness to change something in your life that you don't want, like don't want anymore. You know,
Yeah.
like if you're trying to seek help, but like you're scared people are gonna like say stuff about you, like don't be scared. You know, it's just go for it. If you need really, if you feel like this is it, you really feel like that this is gonna help you, uh, just reach out for it and see what happens. You know, and like you showing that you want to change is probably like I would say the manliest thing you can do, you know?
Yeah. Being open and willing to make that change is something a lot of people are not willing to do. There's so many people who complain about their situation and complain and complain and complain, yet they still have the same behaviors and they do everything the same, and they wonder like why the fuck is nothing changing? You know, the definition of insanity is repeating the same process expecting a different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why people feel like shit, because they're literally going insane because they're doing the same shit over and over again. They're not happy with the outcome. I just dropped my fucking water bottle, and they're questioning, like, why the fuck isn't shit changing in my life? Because you're not changing in your life. Like, you're not, like, shit around you isn't gonna change so that you can change. You have to change first, and then the other shit around you will change. You know?
It's
That's the thing. Like, how many times have you heard this? Like, you know, I would start this, but I'm waiting for this perfect time, you know?
yeah.
I can't find, like, I hate my job. I'm waiting for the right time to find a new job. Like, there's never gonna be a quote unquote right time. You go out and you seek it. And that's how you move out, because you go out seeking something and there's no guarantee that it's even out there. That's fucking bravery right there, you know? So, like, just don't be complacent with your situation if you're not happy with it.
Yeah.
Don't be willing to do the same shit if you don't want, like, if you don't want things to change, then, you know, keep doing what you're doing. If you want things to change, you're gonna have to change. That's a fucking fact.
No, you're 100%
Yeah.
right. 100% right.
You know, like, for example, I wasn't satisfied with the amount of money I was making at my previous job. You know, I tried to ask for more hours, but that didn't work. So what did I do? I went and seek out a new opportunity. In fact, I went and made my own opportunity so that I could increase my income, so that I could, you know, do the shit that I want to do with myself. So, like, that's what you gotta do. No one's gonna come here to pick yourself up if you're not, like, if you're not picking things up yourself. Like, no one's gonna want to help you if you're not helping yourself. It's like other people are too honed in on themselves to be thinking about you. And you gotta bring something of value to them so that they'll even want to be around you.
Huh. I think you're right.
Mhm. And I think that's a good place to leave it off. We're out of time.
Yeah.
But that was a banger of an episode. We live in a society, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to title it that. I don't know. Because we were talking about society and how they judge other people.
Did we end it? No, we didn't.
No, not yet. Alright, well, I've been Alejandro.
Alright, and I've been Isaac.
This has been the Roast Podcast, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye. Love you.